Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Most surprising snubs in Grammy history.
surprising
I can name one. Kendrick Lamar. Do you not have another one?
Nicki Minaj.
Over the years,
but it's
some
not
of the biggest
surprising. It's a planned event.
Well, snub to me, I guess there's no definition. We'll see what he considers snubs. But I guess to me it would be nominated but didn't get. Nicki never got nominated, did she?
I feel like she's always
She
nominated.
is?
Yes.
Oh. Then she would qualify, I guess. Yeah.
artists and most iconic albums have been overlooked at the Grammys. In this video,
But at the same time, I feel like with the Grammys, there's like certain people that they like it, they always give the Grammys to them. So it's like Bruno Mars, Kendrick Lamar, whenever they're on the list, ooh, Grammy there.
we look at 8 of the most surprising snubs in Grammy history.
Beyonce's
Beyonce's Lemonade
Lemonade
losing album of
okay.
the year.
Who won though?
Beyonce's Lemonade
That's
was
the
not
Probably
just an
Taylor.
album. It was a cultural phenomenon. Released in 2016, it was
Then can you say it's a snub if Taylor won?
I don't know. Let's see what.
Well, let's
an amazing
Let's
body
see.
of work, blending R&B, rock, country, and hip-hop while telling a compelling story of betrayal, resilience, and love. The accompanying visual album was also great, making it one of the most ambitious projects of Beyonce's career.
Woo!
Critics call Lemonade as one of the most groundbreaking albums of all time, and the best project of Beyonce's career, and many believe that it was a shoo-in for Album of the Year at the 2017 Grammys. However, in a surprising moment,
Oh,
the award went to
Adele.
Adele's 25,
Yeah.
a commercially
Oh,
massive
yeah. That
Yeah.
that album did crazy numbers.
As I said, there's certain people that they like.
it's not a
Adele is one
snub.
of the people. Adele is one of
But
those
she gets
people.
a lot of numbers. Like that album went crazy too.
Yeah, you can't say
But
that
I
it's
don't
not.
know if it's. I would say it would have like that movement that Lemonade did, like the background, the storytelling of that was very impactful. Like I got the whole vision
The thing,
from beginning to end.
the thing with Beyonce,
She's very thoughtful in her work.
Beyonce is, she makes a niche music. Adele's music was like global. Beyonce's is not, and I think that's why Adele won.
album, but that was seen as a safer choice. The decision got a huge backlash, with many viewing it as yet another example of the Recording Academy
I mean, I would have given it to Beyonce, but that's because, I just don't listen to Adele. So, but, being unbiased, I'm sure Adele did numbers to support the decision.
undervaluing black artists in major
I
categories.
like that necklace, though. Wow. I like
Beyonce
the
is the-
necklace. That's
It's
expensive as the other ones.
I think that one may be the Tiffany one.
I don't know who it is. Expensive as fuck.
Most awarded artist in
There's
Grammy
this one
history, but
necklace that
somehow
she
never
was
won Album of the Year.
gorgeous.
Even Adele herself shouted Beyonce out in her acceptance speech and saying that it should have won instead of her. The loss of Lemonade further fueled conversations about the Grammys' reluctance to fully embrace innovative genre-blending work from black artists. Lady Gaga
Not getting a Best New Artist nomination. Oh, so she wasn't even nominated. Let's see who's
not getting the
nominated.
Best New Artist nomination. Lady
It's a
Gaga's
curse, honestly.
meteoric
You don't
rise in
want it.
2008 and 2009.
Well, they're saying not that she didn't win, she didn't even get nominated. That's
Mhm.
the. So I guess
I think it's still a win.
Nicki will be Nicki qualifies by this definition then.
And listen.
We don't have to, it's okay. Nicki was snubbed.
Made her one of the most exciting new artists in the world. With Just Dance and Poker Face dominating the charts, she seemed like a frontrunner for Best New Artist at the 2010 Grammys. However, fans were stunned when her name was missing from the list of nominees. The reason?
What's the list?
Technicality. Gaga had been nominated the year before for Best Dance Recording with Just Dance, and the Recording Academy said that
Oh.
disqualified her from the Best New Artist category.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that's
So it's not-
reasonable.
Then it's not a snub.
That's
it's
not
the
a snub,
rule
that's
or the
reasonable.
rules.
I don't know, but that's not a
I'm happy
snub.
there's some
A
sort
rule
of rules.
which many saw as outdated and inconsistent, which robbed her of what should have
Now, is it consistently enforced?
Applied?
Because that's
Yeah.
important. If it's inconsistent, then yes.
been an easy win. The snub became one of the most talked about moments of the year, especially
But why
given
don't
how
we talk who
dominant
was
Gaga was in
nominated?
pop music at the time. Even without the Best New Artist nomination, she still received 5 Grammy nods that year and won Best Electronic Dance Album for the fame. However, many felt that her missing out on Best New Artist didn't feel right. In response to the backlash, the Grammys eventually
There you go.
changed their Best New Artist eligibility rules,
Oh, wow. So she did history.
She did do history, but I can't really tell who these people are.
allowing artists who had received prior nominations in certain categories to still qualify if they hadn't achieved mainstream
this?
success yet.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
fuck
that
no.
revision
Whatever.
came too late for Gaga, and still, it remains one of the most frustrating Grammy decisions, as it deprived her of an award.
But yeah, as you said, from what we've seen, winning New Artist of the Year for the Grammys, it's kind of a curse. So good for Gaga she didn't win, because look at her career now.
That she rightfully deserved. Amy Winehouse
Back to Black, losing album of the year. Well, once again, who won?
is back to black, losing album of the year. Back to Black was one of the most defining albums of the 2000s, revitalizing modern soul and introducing a new generation to classic jazz and blues. With songs like Rehab, You Know I'm No Good, and the title track, the album became a global phenomenon, earning critical and commercial success. Amy's raw, unfiltered songwriting and Mark Ronson's vintage-inspired production helped the album stand out as a timeless masterpiece.
Ronson?
Heading into the
Yeah,
2008
the same guy.
Grammys, it was widely expected to win Album of the Year, especially after she dominated other categories, taking home 5 awards, including Record and Song of the Year. However, in one of the biggest upsets in Grammy history, Back to Black lost Album of the Year to Herbie Hancock's River. It was unexpected, especially
Yeah, that's a snub.
considering how
I don't
Back
even
to
know who
Black
the
defined the
person
music
is.
landscape in a way few albums had that year. The decision reflected the Grammys' long history, favoring more traditional genres over mainstream
Yeah,
boundary
definitely a
pushing
snub.
pop. Amy Winehouse, who had been battling personal struggles at the time, was still very happy with her 5 wins, but fans and critics felt that she had been robbed of the night's biggest prize. In retrospect, Back to Black has had far greater cultural impact than
I
the
didn't
winner.
know this.
The
That's
album remains a
interesting.
classic, often mentioned as one of the best albums of the 21st century. Rihanna going home empty-handed at the 2017 Grammys. By 2016, Rihanna had already established
So-
herself
Guys, we just did Rihanna's separate reaction, but to her most streamed songs. But so that's that album with the red cover, right? With her as a baby, I think, right? Mm.
as one of the biggest and most influential
lot
pop
of good
stars in the
songs on that
world,
album.
and her 8th studio album, Anti,
Yeah,
only
this one,
further
right.
cemented her legacy. Featuring hits like Work, Needed
told
Me,
you
and
that
Love
was
on the
her best
Brain.
album.
The album
I even told
I
you.
don't think that's
I
her
bet
best
you-
album,
I
but
told you, no, that's that album. You go from the top to the bottom, ain't no skip.
for me, that's not her best album. However, it definitely deserves at least some nominations. Not get not any nominations. That's just ridiculous.
showcased Rihanna at her most experimental, blending
could've
elements
stayed
of
home.
R&B, dancehall, and alternative music. The
I think
album
she
received
stayed home if
widespread
she didn't
critical
get
acclaim
nominated.
and was named
Oh, I
one of
don't
the
know.
best albums of
Why
the
the
year.
fuck go
When the
there for?
2017 Grammy
Idiot.
nominations were announced, Rihanna earned 8 nominations, including Best Urban Contemporary Album,
Wait.
Best
nominated.
R&B
Oh,
Song,
she got
giving her huge
nominated.
But she left with
popularity, and
nothing.
anti-
She
Okay.
could have stayed home. I know she went to McDonald's for that.
Yeah.
His cultural impact. Many expected her to take home at least 1 trophy. However, the night ended in disappointment, as Rihanna
Yeah,
was
that-
sad.
That's disappointing.
That's kind of fucked up. Yeah, if you nominate it at 8 times, whatever, at least take one. Cause like I feel like this year Beyonce's nominated shitload of times. She's gotta get at least one.
I mean, make it. You know, it costs a lot for them to show up, get a whole dress.
Right. So you gotta take at least one. Just give them one, for showing up.
Completely, winning none of the categories she was nominated for. For Best Urban Contemporary Album, Anti lost to Beyonce's Lemonade. While Lemonade was an
Well, you can't be mad at that. He just praised Lemonade in the first, the first like, oh.
Yeah, but she had other nominations.
undeniable
But I mean, yeah, but if Beyonce and
Is in all the categories.
it's in all the categories, it's kind of like, tough luck.
masterpiece. Many felt that Anti deserved recognition. For Best R&B Song, Kiss It Better lost to Maxwell's Lake by the Ocean. Fans were left outraged after that, reinforcing the
Okay, yeah, that I don't even know that song. Yeah, I don't know about that.
perception that Rihanna was being overlooked by the Recording Academy. Her 2017 Shoutout remains one of the most memorable Grammy snubs in recent memory. Despite being one
I
of the
think
most
that's why
decorated
we're not
female
getting
artists in
new-
music
new
history,
music.
her Grammy count
She
remains
said bye.
surprisingly
No, we're not getting new music because she's making bank of makeup and she don't need to. Music is hard work.
Yeah, but for what is the hard work if you're not gonna get recognized?
No, but I'm saying she doesn't need the money
That's
anymore.
my opinion. I'm not saying that, but still,
No,
you're
you're
not
right,
gonna
you're
do
right. No, I
more
get it.
work for something that you're not get recognition for. With the makeup, with the cosmetics, the outfits, and everything, she's getting recognized like crazy for that. That's why she loves doing
The
it.
pocket's getting fatter.
low.
And the money's getting sweeter.
The Weeknd not be nominated after
Weeknd
hours.
not being nominated for After Hours. One of the most shocking Grammy snubs in history happened in 2021 when The Weeknd's critically acclaimed album
Isn't he doesn't he have like a shitload of Grammys though? I feel like when we did the Weeknd has won quite a few.
After Hours was completely shut out from the nominations. The album, which had massive hits like Blinding Lights and Save Your Tears, was not only
Oh,
a commercial
wow.
juggernaut, but also one of the most well-received projects of the year. Blinding Lights had already cemented itself as one of the biggest songs of all time, breaking records, becoming the most played song in history. Many industry insiders expected The Weeknd to dominate that year's Grammy, potentially sweeping the major categories. However, when the nominations were announced, his name was nowhere to be found. That
Because of
left fans, critics, and the
technicality?
whole music industry in shock. The snub led to widespread controversy, with many questioning the integrity of the Grammy voting process. The Weeknd himself publicly called out the Recording Academy, tweeting that the Grammys were corrupt and that he and his team had been given no explanation for the snub. Reports later surfaced suggesting that behind-the-scenes politics played a role in the decision. Speculations that The Weeknd's involvement in the Super Bowl halftime show may have clashed with the Grammy organizers, suggesting that the Grammys had deliberately excluded him, despite the
That's fucked up. But then again, we do take these Grammys like for it's too much weight. I think they should be just an award is the same as we can make Beans X21 award. Just our opinion. So
Will they show up for that?
well, if we become as big as Grammys, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's at the end of the day, it's just a closed door, some bullshit award. At least when we do the Billboard, we know it's based on the Billboard numbers. You don't like it, go look at the numbers. And with the Grammys, who the fuck knows how they decided?
overwhelming success of his album. The backlash was so intense that after that year, The Weeknd has boycotted the awards, refusing to submit his projects to the Grammys. SZA losing
Best New Artist, Alessia Cara. Once again, it's a curse because Alessia Cara, she has like 1 or 2 songs that are known. So yeah, good for SZA.
Best New Artist to Alessia Cara. Another shocking Grammy moment came in 2018 when SZA, who had dominated the year with her breakthrough album Control, lost the Best New Artist award to Alessia Cara. At the time, SZA had already established herself as one of the most exciting new voices in R&B, with Control receiving widespread acclaim. It was also a commercial juggernaut, leading many to believe that she was a lock for the award. Heading into the Grammys, SZA was the most nominated female artist of that year, earning 5 nominations, including Best Urban Contemporary Album and Best R&B Performance. However, when the Best New Artist award was announced, the trophy went to Alessia Cara, best known at the time for hits like Scars to You're Beautiful and Stay. While she was undeniably talented, many felt that she wasn't truly a new artist, as she had been active in the industry for years. SZA's loss sparked outrage.
Not even the fact that she's not a new artist, I don't care about that. It's the fact that she's not on SZA's level.
Many pointing out that her music had a much larger cultural impact than Alessia's at the time. It also reignited conversations about how the Grammys define new artists. The loss was tough for SZA, but in the long run, it didn't slow her down. Control went on to be recognized as a modern R&B classic, and SZA's influence only grew stronger in the following years. She eventually got her Grammy moment in 2022 when she won her first Grammy for Kiss Me More. In 2024, her album SOS dominated the awards, winning Best R&B Song and Best R&B Performance. While the 2018 snub was disappointing, SZA's continued success proved that talent and longevity matter more than award wins. Drake and Justin Bieber losing Best New Artist.
Oh.
The 2011 Grammy Awards shocked the world when jazz musician Esperanza Spalding won the Best New Artist category, beating out 2 of the biggest rising pop stars at the time.
But Drake wasn't a new artist at 2011, I feel like. He came out well
Maybe, I
before
don't know,
that.
maybe he submitted like a proper album at the time.
Drake and Justin Bieber, both artists had dominated the charts leading up to the Grammys, with Drake's Thank Me Later and Bieber's My World 2.0 solidifying them as
Drake's Thank Me Later. He was not a new artist at that point when he
They
dropped
changed the rules. Hello.
household names. Bieber in particular was seen as the frontrunner, given his massive commercial success and superstardom. Meanwhile, Drake had transitioned from a TV actor to a respected rapper, already scoring multiple hits and dropping a successful album. Given their momentum, either one seemed to be a safe choice. The Recording Academy chose to recognize Esperanza Spalding, a jazz bassist and singer whose work was relatively unknown to mainstream audiences. Many fans were outraged, using the Grammys of snubbing popular
Once again, the curse averted.
artists in favor of more obscure hipster picks. The backlash was so intense that Esperanza's Wikipedia page was vandalized with hateful messages shortly after her win. Despite the loss, both Drake and Bieber
That's
It's
awful.
it's not her fault though. We
That's
can't we can't hold her accountable for that. That's be mad at the Grammys, not at the lady. She ain't do nothing wrong.
went on to have legendary careers, proving that missing out on Best New Artist didn't really matter in the long run. Meanwhile, Esperanza Spalding continued her success in jazz circles, but never reached the same level of mainstream recognition. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis went over Kendrick Lamar. One of the most infamous Grammy upsets of all time came in 2014.
They had him
when
perform that evening too, and it was a crazy good performance. And for him to not get the award, even the look at his face when they called out his name, he was shocked to himself. So I don't do too much on him. It's not him. It's the Grammys.
No. Yeah, it's not his fault. But this is definitely, I would say, the biggest controversy for the Grammys.
And Ryan Lewis is the
I think maybe what adds to being the biggest is the fact that he performed too. You know that,
Heist won the Best Rap Album, beating out Kendrick Lamar's classic Good Kid, Mad City. While the Heist was commercially successful, spawning massive hits like Thrift Shop and Can't Hold Us, many in the hip-hop community felt that Kendrick Lamar had delivered a true masterpiece with Good Kid, Mad City. It was not just a commercial success. It was a deeply personal,
Nicki's not
critically
gonna be
acclaimed
added to the
storytelling album
conversation.
that was
Seems like it, yeah.
undeniably the best rap
So
album
she's
of that
not here
year. But the
in the
Academy
discussion of
went
being
with
snubbed for a
Macklemore,
Grammy. That's
igniting huge
crazy.
backlash. Even Macklemore himself thought the wrong artist had won. Shortly after the ceremony, he publicly shared a text message he sent to Kendrick.
Look how many unread messages you have. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Well, but as far as Nicki goes, I mean, we have
I
seen
guess it's not surprising.
her numbers commercially though. I feel like in our circle she's like big. We like her. But outside our circle, she's not commercially too like as successful as, other people. Like out of the women rappers, yeah. But even that commercially, if you look at it, Cardi does better numbers than Nicki. So it's like, but in her own niche, like she does have a very big following, right? So I think that's the thing with Nicki. She's like not widely accepted, which I don't really know why. Because maybe she's lacking like the big features that Cardi has with J Baldwin, Bruno
She has with
Mars.
Karol G. She has Beyonce, Drake, Justin
She does have a lot
Bieber.
of Drake features. Yeah, that's true.
She has Madonna. She has Future. She has everybody. Like, who we're not gonna tell. Who she don't work with?
I don't know.
Who she don't? She even work with Cardi. She worked with Migos. She worked with Uzi Vert.
Yeah, I don't know
She
then.
worked with Wayne.
I don't know.
She worked with Eminem. She worked with Rihanna. She did with Rihanna. Maybe Rihanna.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Saying you got robbed,
Jessie
wanted
J.
you to win.
This goes
You should
on and
have.
on
It's
and
weird,
on
and it
on.
sucks
No,
that I
no.
robbed you. While the
I don't
message
know.
had good
Playboy
intentions,
Cardi.
it only fueled the controversy further, as fans and critics felt it came off performative rather than genuine. Kendrick himself took the
Tekashi.
loss in stride, publicly saying nothing.
That's not something to be proud of.
Yeah,
But
that's
many in the
50
media
Cent.
were vocal about their frustrations with the Grammys. For once again,
Honestly, maybe she didn't win because she worked with Akashi. After the shit they saw that, they said, "Oh no, you can't win nothing."
snubbing hip-hop's most deserving
just saying.
artists. The backlash against Macklemore and
Katy
Ryan Lewis
Perry.
left a huge mark in their career. Their dominance in the music industry quickly faded. Meanwhile, Kendrick continued to solidify himself as one of the greatest rappers of all time, going on to win multiple Grammys and even a Pulitzer Prize for his later work. The snub remains one of the most defining moments in Grammy history, showing how the awards go to the less deserving artists from time to time. Which
Yeah, I would say, as I said, the best new artist. That's the only category that we really notice a pattern. The other categories, whatever. But the best new artist, not something
Yeah.
you want to win actually. So
But it seems like the best new artist and album of the year is the two issues. Problematic awards.
seems like it. Yeah.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.